Forget slashers. These aren't movies that make you jump. They're the ones that dig into your brain and make a home there. Psychological horror is where dread meets confusion, and your own mind becomes the villain. Today, we're counting down the most disturbing, most unforgettable psychological horror films from 2000 to 2025. The ones that will mess with your head in the best way possible. Number 1. Get Out, 2017. Jordan Peele didn't just give us a horror movie, he gave us a psychological autopsy of modern racism. Get Out follows Chris, a black man visiting his white girlfriend's family estate, where things start off awkward and spiral into a full-blown nightmare. From the unsettling way the family overcompensates with microaggressions, to the eerie behavior of the black housekeeper and groundskeeper, every moment builds tension. But the moment Chris falls into the sunken place, a chilling void where he's fully conscious but powerless, the metaphor becomes personal. Why it messes with you? Because it's not just psychological horror, it's social horror. It forces you to see the terrifying underbelly of polite society. Number 2, The Others, 2001. Atmosphere, suspense, isolation. The Others doesn't rely on gore. It builds terror with every creaking floorboard and every flickering candle. Nicole Kidman plays Grace, a mother living in a remote, lightless mansion with her 2 sick children, who suffer from a rare light sensitivity. When new servants arrive and strange events begin, she's convinced the house is haunted. But as the story unfolds, we begin to question who the real intruders are. The twist, when it comes, flips the entire narrative on its head. Why it messes with you? It redefines the ghost story. The horror isn't from beyond, it's right under your feet. Number 3, The Invisible Man, 2020. Lee Wannell modernized a classic monster by giving it a terrifyingly real-world context, abuse and gaslighting. Elizabeth Moss plays Cecilia, a woman who escapes her abusive partner, only to be hunted by him in invisible form after his apparent suicide. This is horror where nothing visible is happening, yet your heart pounds. Every empty chair is suspicious. Every creak makes you lean in. Moss's performance carries the entire film, showing us a woman coming undone while nobody believes her. Why it messes with you? Because it turns trauma into an unseen predator. It's about not being believed, and that's truly terrifying. Number 4, Midsommar, 2019. Ari Aster took a breakup movie, shot it in sunlight, and turned it into one of the most unsettling horror films ever made. Midsommar follows Donnie, a woman grieving a horrific family tragedy, who travels with her boyfriend to a seemingly peaceful Swedish commune. But what begins as a sunny cultural experience slowly devolves into a psychedelic, ritualistic descent into madness. The scariest part? It's not just the cult. It's how Danny begins to feel at home in it. Why it messes with you? Because it shows how vulnerability can be manipulated, and how even horror can feel like healing if you're broken enough. Number 5, The Babadook, 2014. This isn't just a haunted house story. The Babadook is about a mother's grief and mental deterioration, and how trauma can turn into something monstrous. Amelia is a single mother trying to raise her son after the violent death of her husband. When a disturbing book appears in their home, she tries to destroy it, but the Babadook won't be ignored. The horror ramps up not with monsters, but with Amelia's mental collapse. The line between reality and delusion is terrifyingly thin. Why it messes with you? Because the real terror isn't the Babadook. It's the darkness you carry with you, even when you don't want to admit it's there. Number 6, Shutter Island, 2010. On the surface, it's a detective thriller, but Shutter Island is a masterclass in unreliable narration. Leonardo DiCaprio plays Teddy Daniels, a U.S. Marshal investigating the disappearance of a patient from a remote asylum. But nothing on the island adds up. His visions get worse. The staff acts suspicious. And then comes the twist, revealing that Teddy may not be who he thinks he is at all. Why it messes with you? Because it slowly rewrites the movie you thought you were watching. You don't just see a twist, you experience a psychological unraveling. Number 7, The Night House, 2020. Beth is grieving the unexpected suicide of her husband when she begins experiencing strange occurrences in their lakeside home. But the night house isn't just about ghosts, it's about the void. Beth discovers architectural plans for a reversed version of her house, a mirror world. She finds pictures of women who look just like her. She's being pulled towards something incomprehensible. Why it messes with you? Because it blurs the line between mourning and madness. It makes you wonder, what if the person you loved was hiding a whole other life, or something darker? Number 8, Talk to Me, 2023. Talk to Me is Gen Z horror done right. A group of teenagers discover that by holding a mysterious embalmed hand and saying, "Talk to me," they can be temporarily possessed, and they get addicted to it. But when one of them stays under too long, the line between the living and the dead vanishes. What follows is brutal, emotionally charged, and visually disturbing. Why it messes with you? Because it's a commentary on escapism, grief, and trauma masquerading as entertainment, and how it can destroy you when you don't let go. Number 9, Mother, 2017. Mother is the psychological equivalent of a slow-building scream. What starts as a quiet tale of a woman renovating a home with her famous poet husband turns into an allegorical nightmare involving birth, death, celebrity, and religion. Guests arrive, chaos escalates, rooms are destroyed, people worship, riot, consume, kill. Aronofsky turns metaphor into madness, and you're caught in the emotional crossfire. Why it messes with you? Because it's pure symbolism, and it forces you to experience emotional apocalypse without warning or explanation. Number 10, The Menu, 2022. With a Michelin-starred chef as the villain, The Menu serves satire with a knife. A collection of elitist food critics, influencers, and rich snobs visit an exclusive island restaurant and quickly realize their menu includes them. Every course is an artistic takedown of pretension, entitlement, and obsession. It's a horror of ideas, served in courses that get more terrifying as the evening progresses. Why it messes with you? Because it makes you laugh, then leaves you silent. The real horror isn't what's on the plate, it's what we consume and who we step on to do it. The best psychological horror doesn't scream, it whispers. It stays with you long after the theater lights come back on. These movies don't just scare you, they change you. Like, subscribe and hit the bell for more unsettling, mind-bending film deep dives. And remember, and sometimes the scariest place to be is inside your own mind.